All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Johnny Torres. You're tuned in to High on the Block. We own radio. And with us, we got Virginia's own VA, the icon.
Yeah, yeah,
VA, what's
yeah.
going on, man? What's the
Hey,
deal?
man, I'm chilling, man. I'm kicking it, bro. You know, working hard, focused on this music grind, bro. Getting ready to release this EP. You know, Spike Lee of the rap game. It's a serious thing.
That's a serious name, Spike Lee, a very significant person in the history. He's done a lot of significant things, so a very significant name. Before we get into your project that you're about to release, why don't you tell us a little bit more about VA the icon and who you are?
Yeah, no problem, man. Well, you know what I'm saying? First off, my name is Vincent Antoine Haynes. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Northview, Norfolk, Virginia, born and raised in the Omaha North section of that area. I'm currently publicly known as worldwide as VA the Icon. I'm an award-winning lyricist for the best unsigned lyricist and the best male artist for the year 2014 by way of the Hip Hop Ed Foundation, the CC Cowan Show on BEG Radio in New York City. For those who don't know, I'm also the CEO of Code Red Interactive Entertainment. It's a multimedia brand. You know, it started from a three-person group. I'm one-third of the originators of that group. It was named Code Red. We came out of Suffolk in 2008. You know, myself, back then I was known as Mecca. You know what I'm saying? Myself, HOT, and he's known as Chuck Nice now of Code Red, i.e., you know, he was Scraps back then. We started that group, man. We was just living life in the hood. You know, we was in the hood. So, like, we had the in-house studio. We just created tracks, promoted them. And we were sort of like a success on MySpace for real. We didn't really do too much. But, you know, I'm one-third of the originators of that. And my bros, they didn't really want too much responsibility in the aspect of, like, the executive position, like the business aspect. They just wanted to do their thing. They just wanted to showcase their talent. So, you know, I was like, bet. And y'all going out there, you know, spending a bunch of money on outside labels, you know, I make this a label. You know, it's this time I wanted to take upon myself. So I was blessed with the opportunity to become a CEO just based off my talented success on the internet, you know. And I also had the opportunity to actually manifest it in the real life. So, you know, things just worked out, man. I'm just grateful to God that I got the chance to be here right now. Out on the Block Radio with Johnny Torres saying I'm VA the Icon, award-winning lyricist and CEO. You know, that's a blessing in disguise right there. But anyhow, you know, VA, and the name VA the Icon, VA stands for Vincent Antoine's, my birth name, my real government name. You know, I was given that name by my grandmother Jane Knight, my mother Tanya Johnson. You know, and the add-on, the icon, I would say that symbolizes myself as a person. Like, most close friends and relatives know me just as being a boy in the hood, a kid from the block, you know. But I discovered that certain hood politics, events, etc., throughout my walks of life weren't normal, you know. They were found to be real iconic. I mean myself personally. You know, I currently reside in Suffolk, Virginia. My life, my story, my legacy, it continues to grow and go forward. So on, you know, make a long story short.
All right. All right. Very cool. You know, it's definitely a privilege, to have you on and to hear your story and to get to know more about you. So tell us about your new project. You know, what went into the development of the work?
Oh, man, it's a science to it, man. Spike Lee of the rap game, it's definitely a science to it, and it's very a simple, complex procedure that I took this project through. But, you know, the theory to it, I just think is just ill. Like, the idea to create a content in it is just, like, amazing, and it came to me instantly. Like, I didn't take too long to think about it. But, you know, I'm preparing my debut EP album. It's entitled Spike Lee of the Rap Game. You know, The theory is basically like an unspoken hypothesis. You know, everything stems from my musical genre pertaining to my sound production. You know, I classify my music to be hip-hop, lyrical hip-hop, and visual music. You know, how I like to say music you can see. With that being said, I thought the title for this release would be Spike Lee, the Rap Game. You know what I'm saying? I thought of it like, once I categorize my musical genre, you know, hip-hop, lyrical, visual, I thought about like, yeah, this should sound like a movie, right? Like, you know, then I started playing like certain singles that I recorded previously. Before I even made this EP, I was like, yeah, this should sound like, yeah, like, you know, the content, the flow is there and the delivery is lyrical, it's hip-hop. It's got to be hip-hop music for it to even sound like that, you know. And I could see where I'm going with it, like the concept. You know what I mean? I could see where I'm going with it, like, it's like watching a movie. And then I thought about movies, I was like, yo, one of the illest film producers I ever heard in my generation was Spike Lee. Just to name a few movies that he did, Jungle Fever, Do the Right Thing, He Got Game, Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? That's, what, 4 movies? All of those movies, if they're not Grammy Award winning, they need to be. If he ain't won an Oscar off them, they need to be. Just off of how he even shot those films was sheer greatness, you know. But anyhow, you know, the hypothesis, it was more like if Spike Lee was one of the most influential film producers of my generation, and this is the Rap Game, and just based off of my musical content alone from the genre, this project has to be a success. And then see, it get in depth of like, it's an EP, so the actual compilation, yeah, the actual compilation is it's a 5 single compilation, you know, EP format, standard industry format, anywhere from 5 to 9 singles. Every single gives you a different aspect of life in it. The way it sounds, like when you play the song Freedom is a Must, you know, it sounds like we right out there on the block when things going down, you know what I'm saying? And it's a more in-depth theory to that single alone, but the why and the picture on it, the compilation, man, you know, it's other songs up there, Apprehensive, you know, that tells a whole other different side of the story, you know, how people react to certain things that go on in society, you know what I mean? Like, say like some break out, God forbid, you know, some sort of domestic dispute break out, and they see the more spiritual aspect of it other than the physical. You know what I'm saying? Apprehensive, for those that don't know what apprehensive means, one definition would be knowledge. Another definition would be a person who is intimidated strongly about something. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good and it's a bad to it. So, like, you know how I depict it, I'm like, yeah, apprehensive. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in the song, for those that ain't heard it, for those that have heard it, you know, I believe in the song. I said, I was talking about the girl, I was like, she apprehensive with approaches like that pussy got mileage. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's scared to actually talk to somebody, you know, for whatever reason that may be. Maybe it may be the things that's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it could be her bad communication experiences previously. You know what I'm saying? You never know how that might go. Apprehensive. See, but you can see that, you know, as that go on in the song, as you go deeper into the content, you can actually see the personification of it. You know, it says, like, all 5 singles, I might boost it up to 7 singles, but currently all 5 singles actually do say Spike Lee of the Rap Game. You know what I'm saying? It's the Rap Game. It ain't a movie for real, but you can see it like it's a movie. It's music you can see. You know what I mean? All you got to do is press play on track 1 and let all the tracks go through, and I guarantee you'll be satisfied as a consumer.
All right. VA the icon, painting pictures with music. So VA, who would you say is the listener? You know, can you describe your listener to?
Yeah, like the target audience, the listeners. Believe it or not, man, in my past I've gotten listeners from all ages. I mean, anywhere from, 13, 14 to maybe 55, 56, something like that. The age, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But, you know, I say, like, who I'm actually projecting this compilation to be to, you know, who this music is for, I had to say around my age bracket. I'm 25 going on 26. You know what I'm saying? Only a young man at the age of 25. 25, if you ain't doing nothing, you ain't doing nothing. You understand? If you ain't saying nothing, you ain't saying nothing. Like, if you ain't got nothing motivational, if you ain't got nothing progressional going on with your professional life, then you ain't really doing nothing with your life is how we look at it. And me and a few other guys that's 25, 26, maybe 24, 23, maybe 27 at the most, anywhere between 21 and 30. You know, all of us in that generation look at it just like that. If you ain't doing nothing, you ain't doing nothing. If you ain't saying nothing, you ain't saying nothing. So, you know, I made this music for cats my age because when you're young and you got that type of opportunity around you doing something, you saying something, it's like, you know, well, dang, you know, our lives that great though, you know what I'm saying? Like the experiences we have, the experiences our associates, friends, relatives, close family, however you want to say it, start to have and share with one another, you know, they need some sort of music actually paint that type of picture, like see what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? See what type of lifestyle we live in. You know what I'm saying? So the best example of that would be VA the Icon, Spike Lee the Rap King.
What keeps you motivated?
I don't know, man. I like I treat rap like it's basketball for real. You know how cats that's on the basketball team, they consistently watch a certain statistic about their game. Like you got one cat, he like to watch the points. You know how many points he scored in the game. Then you got football players, they like to watch the team's drive summary. You know, whether it be offense or defense. You know what I'm saying? And that's what keeps me motivated. The more that my success is grabbed, the more I see more results in it. You know, I'm like, okay, this working. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, it's actually the love for the talent that I have, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel good getting in the booth, producing music, you know what I'm saying? Then going home and playing it. You know, I'm pumping something like, yo, my voice sounds nice. Like I always thought or always imagined, you know what I mean, that this is what I would sound like on this particular song, this particular instrumental beat, what have you. You know what I'm saying? So when I go back and I reflect, I review, and I put it out there, and cats is feeling it, and the type of press exposure I have just through social media alone, you know, it's amazing. So that's what keeps me motivated. I'm like, worry if I'm getting this type of vibe from others that don't even know me outside of Virginia, ain't no reason for me to stop for real.
Very cool, very cool. So VA, what do you want to be known for?
Say that again, please.
Yeah, like what do you want to be known for? Like, you know, in the future, maybe not so much at the end of the road or life, or maybe so, but you know, what do you want to be known for?
That's a very hard question to answer, man. First off, this might not sound right, but I gotta say this. So the first thing I want to say, like, in the end, I like to be known that I want people to know that, yo, this is God. You know what I mean? Like this work, this discography, this career, however you look at it, man, this is God. You understand? Like, this ain't nothing that I just slap together like, all right, we're going to do this like this. You know, I literally pray for this music to happen, you know, in its entirety. You know, I picked up on the talent, and I seen the type of success I could have, and I was like, yo, it's a blessing in disguise, like I said in the beginning, because, you know, the things that come from making music, I look at it as a blessing from God, you know what I'm saying? God, first and foremost. Second of all, you know, I want them to actually see that I actually did live up to being VA the icon. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not somebody that just think, oh, you know, this dude been in the hood. You know what I'm saying? You think, you know, that's the coolest aspect of life or anything. Nah, I mean, just see where I'm going with it. You know what I'm saying? You started in the hood, I mean, you're going to end up in the hood. You know what I mean? So at the end of it, when they be like, yeah, that's VA the icon, the cat that did this, and that, you know what I'm saying? Like, the type of stuff that I already did, experienced, or went through, you know, I wanted to be able to astonish the people. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so VA, what do you want to let people know about you that they don't already know?
Say that again.
Yeah, what would you like to let people know about you that they don't already know?
You're dealing with one intelligent young black man, I can tell you that. In a nutshell, you're dealing with one intelligent young black man. You know what I'm saying? Or not even to be so racial about it. I mean, I am African American, but you're dealing with one intelligent individual.
Very cool. All right, VA, I just wanted to, thank you for, letting us giving us insight on who you are and sharing your story with us. Can you just remind everybody how they can contact you?
I'm on predominantly all your social networks. Just search VA the icon. Or you could just reach me, you can check me out on CodeRedIE.com. That's KODE, RedIE.com, VAtheicon.com. For those of you that's familiar with my previous compilation, my mixtape, I'm Still Getting Money 1, I put my phone number up there, 757-392-4020. So, you can call me anytime. If I don't answer, I just get back to you. If you can text me, if you want to. You can leave a voicemail if you want to. I respond to all feedback.
All right. Or you can contact me, and I'll link you up with VA the icon, because we're doing big things.
Definitely.
All right. All right. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. Peace.
Oh, VA. Real quick, can you give us a sound check? Just, to let people in on yourself? Give them a little freestyle or something?
Freestyle?
Or a snip of a joint from the cut.
I give you a verse from Spike Lee, the rap game.
Yeah. Hit him with it.
The joint, this off the single, Keep It Circulating. You know what I'm saying? Once you hear it, you'll know what it is. Hold on. At first they never see it coming till it hits them. Dang, I thought you missed it. Dang, see, boy, I tricked you. I get you. They haven't seen nothing till they widen up their pictures. Yeah, my jewelry shine bright up in them pictures. Blame, shorty, greatness, my perfection, my music. See, that's my weapon. I'm doing it with progression, stretch seconds into perfection. No, I won't stop until I'm breathless. Need me now, that's your lesson. Where is your Smith and Wesson? Would you armed and reckless? Hold up. Change of the kids can't be too cold. King with the flow, you already know. Make sure when you roll, be about to go. Under front till the stunt can't go for broke. Just go for more. Wishing more and goals. Believe it or not, life's pimps and hoes. I bet you ain't really know that though. And yeah, man, we know, bro, silence is gold. You know what I'm saying? Quick 8 bars and I'm out.
Yeah. All right, you heard it here first. Hot on the block.